This is the world news on your premium talk radio. Today, 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. I am Amaka Felix. In the headlines, ICPC probes disbursement of student loans under Nigeria Education Loan Fund. Organized Labour urges President Bola Tinubu to reinstate democratically elected officials in River State. And on the foreign scene, South Korean court indicts former President Yoon Suk Yeol for abuse of power. Details in a moment. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, has commenced a comprehensive investigation into alleged discrepancies surrounding the disbursement of student loans under the Nigeria Education Loan Fund. The National Orientation Agency had alleged that certain schools, working together with some banks, have purposely delayed payments to students who qualified for loans so they could make money off the situation. This was followed by a media report which alleged that some institutions made unauthorized deductions ranging from 3,500 to 30,000 naira from each student's institutional fees received through the loan fund. In a statement by the ICPC spokesman, Demola Bakare, the commission stated that its chairman's special task force immediately commenced investigations upon receiving the allegations. He noted that the anti-graft agency preliminary findings revealed that while the federal government had reportedly released 100 billion naira for the scheme, only 28.8 billion naira was disbursed to students, leaving a massive unaccounted sum of 71.2 billion naira. Bakare noted that in the course of further investigations, the ICPC discovered that a total of 203.8 billion naira was received by Nel Fund. The Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, has demanded the upward review of retirement age for all categories of civil servants. The national president of the NLC, Joe Ajero, made this demand during the May Day celebration at the Eagle Square in Abuja. While presenting some of the demands of the NLC, Ajero said it was imperative to extend the revised retirement age of 65 years or 40 years of service currently enjoyed by teachers, health professionals, and judges to all public servants. This comes after Ajero had in 2023 said the NLC will do everything within its power to ensure that it dialogues with President Bola Tinubu on the matter. Already, teachers under the employment of the government at all levels are enjoying the implementation of a new retirement age, an act signed into law by the former President Muhammadu Buhari. The organized Labour in River State has called on President Bola Tinubu to reinstate the democratically elected governor, deputy governor, and members of the State House of Assembly without further delay. Speaking during an address to members of the organized Labour at the State Secretariat as part of the Workers' Day celebration, Chairman of the Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, River State Chapter, Alex Agwanwo, also urged the sole administrator of the state, retired Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ibas, to facilitate a peaceful reconciliation process he has been saddled with, to expedite the return of elected officials in line with democratic norms observed across other states of the Federation. Agwanwo further encouraged workers across the state to remain dedicated, law-abiding, and diligent in the discharge of their duties, as he cautioned against any actions that could lead to provocation or instability.
Finally, as we reflect on the happenings in River State and the past 1 month, that is suspension of all democratically elected government and institutions in River State, let us continue to remain steadfast, be law-abiding, and carry out our elected duty without fear or intimidation, and avoid us that could lead or trigger provocation. We appeal to the President of the Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to use his good office and intention to reinstate the democratically elected governor, deputy governor, and the members of the Assembly to their offices as soon as possible. We also ask for the regularization of the entry point for graduate nurses who are employed in the civil service.
In line with the national directive of the NLC, this year's Workers' Day celebration, held under the theme Reclaiming the Civil Space Amid Economic Hardship, was confined to the NLC State Secretariat in Port Harcourt. The decision was a show of solidarity with the suspended Governor Siminalayi Fubara, his deputy, and all elected members of the State House of Assembly. Today, FM's Ifunaya Obeme Ndukwe reports that the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Ibibia Warika, and the acting head of service were present at the NLC Secretariat. Meanwhile, the organized labor in River State has described the 2025 Workers' Day celebration as a moment for sober reflection on the economic policies of President Bola Tinubu's administration, which it says has increased hardship for Nigerians, particularly the workforce. Speaking at the Workers' Day event held at the NLC State Secretariat in Port Harcourt, Chairman of the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, River State Chapter, Alex Agwonwo, criticized the federal government for introducing multiple taxes soon after approving the proposed 70,000 naira minimum wage without consideration of the welfare of the Nigerian worker. Despite these concerns, Agwonwo commended the suspended governor, Siminalayi Fubara, for prioritizing the welfare of workers in River State. He also acknowledged the state's sole administrator, retired Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ibas, for approving a 33,000 naira consequential adjustment for pensioners to cushion the impact of the prevailing economic conditions.
1 minute, we are thankful for the approval of implementation of the 70,000 minimum wage by the federal government. And the next minute, the state government has imposed all manner of tax on her citizens. Increase in electricity tariff, hike in telecommunication tariff, high cost of goods and services, occasioned by removal of fuel subsidy without reasonable measure to alleviate the suffering of Nigerian workers and the masses. We also want to use this vision to appreciate His Excellency Sir Siminalayi Fubara, who at the same time, after the 70,000 minimum wage, approved 85,000 naira minimum wage for River State workers. We want to appreciate him for that. To also appreciate him for every good welfare measures he has put before River State workers, which has also changed the life of River State workers today.
The NLC, in addition, presented a list of demands to the state government, including prompt payment of gratuities to retired workers, citing the state's financial capacity to meet this obligation, implementation of promotion and salary increments for non-teaching staff in state-owned polytechnics, recognition and protection of the rights of e-hailing drivers, regularization of entry-level placements for graduate nurses employed in the state civil service, and extension of the retirement age and service years for health workers, arguing that current conditions are inadequate for effective mentorship of younger nurses.
So what also appeals that the gratuity payment of pensioners should be put as a priority. Implementation of increments and promotion of the contending 15 for non-teaching staff of polytechnic sector. These are issues begging for attention so long. Now in the polytechnic sector, we hope and believe that the management in charge of this will press up and do something about it. Because our members in polytechnic sectors, starting from Considerable Polytechnic, Electromagnetic Polytechnic, and Ignatius Ajuru University, have suffered so much. So I appeal to the government to look into this contending thing and also implement it and make sure the workers in this sector don't suffer. I will ask also for the regulation, recognition, protection, and enforcement and proper enforcement of right and profiling for our actual members.
The project coordinator of the Hydrocarbon Pollution Remediation Project, HYPREP, Professor Nenibarini Zabe, says the project has generated over 7,000 direct and indirect jobs, enhancing skills and capabilities, especially for youth and women in environmental remediation. Professor Zabe, who made the disclosure in a statement, extended warm felicitations to workers nationwide, with special recognition for those in the Project Coordination Office, PCO, of HYPREP, and community workers involved in the Ogoni cleanup project. He acknowledged the significant contributions of workers to the Ogoni cleanup program, which has led to major milestones across key projects. According to him, the projects include the Center of Excellence for Environmental Restoration, CEER, Ogoni Specialist Hospital, Buan Cottage Hospital, mangrove restoration sites, land and shoreline remediation sites, the Ogoni Power Project, and various water projects. Professor Zabi emphasized the importance of a safe and productive work environment that fosters job satisfaction and personal growth. The statement noted that the organization prioritizes workers' welfare and continuous human capacity development, both in the project's coordination office and at project sites. The acting chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Rivers State, Chief Nname Robinson Ewo, has dismissed speculations that Governor Siminalayi Fubara has defected to the All Progressive Congress, APC. Chief Robinson Ewo, in an interview with newsmen, said the alleged defection of Governor Siminalayi Fubara was still within the range of speculation, adding that the governor has neither hinted him as the acting chairman of the party nor consulted stakeholders about his planned defection to the APC. The acting state chairman of PDP insisted that before the governor will defect to the APC, he must consult widely with relevant stakeholders, the people of the state and the party, adding that the alleged defection is mere speculation and not true.
As far as I'm concerned, the issue of defection is still within the realm of speculation. If the governor will defect to APC, he will hold wide consultation with the people of Rivers State. Besides the people of Rivers State, he will consult widely with stakeholders of the state and the party. Mind you, is the governor of the party. If he's leaving the platform for which he's elected to be governor, which is PDP, to move to another platform, he must consult widely with Rivers people, with stakeholders and the party. I'm sure as to the question of defection is still within the realm of speculation, because the governor has not told me, he has not consulted me, he has not consulted stakeholders that is leaving the PDP for APC.
On the continued emergency rule in Rivers State, Chief Robinson Ewa said the state of emergency will not last forever but end one day, advising party faithfuls to remain resolute as what they are facing now is a temporal setback.
Well, every crisis, as I know, the world over, is always settled on the table. No matter how people fight, no matter how many years they spend on the battlefield, it must finally end on the battle table. The FCT minister and co needed state of emergency, here we are. But will the state of emergency last forever? The answer is no. As a people, as citizens, as a group of persons, as a party, we must come to the table to discuss. So ultimately, we will sit down with the FCT minister and discuss the way forward for the party, for the state.
You're listening to the World News on Today95.1 FM, Voice of the People. After the break, more news, foreign and sports stories. Stay with us.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. The Orashi National Congress, ONC, a socio-cultural organization representing the people of Abua Odwol, Ahoda East and West, and Ogba Igbima, Ndoni local government areas of River State, has strongly condemned the recent invasion of the residence of the suspended Deputy Governor, Professor Ngozi Odu. In a statement by its President General, Emeni Ibe, ONC described the invasion allegedly carried out on the orders of the state's sole administrator as unlawful and reminiscent of what it described as a Gestapo style of operation. According to the group, the armed personnel not only disarmed the deputy governor's security detail, but also seized 3 official vehicles during the operation. The group noted the act signified a lawless and militarized situation in River State and called for urgent caution. The organization also expressed deep concern over the safety and well-being of Professor Odu, stressing that the people of Orashi will not tolerate any harm to their daughter adding that such pattern of aggression may signal a targeted campaign against women in leadership. Citing recent derogatory remarks made by the sole administrator Ibok Ete Ibas about women-led protests in the state, ONC accused him of undermining democratic values and called for restraint and unity, while urging stakeholders to prioritize peace and democratic governance in the state. Meanwhile, the Arashi National Congress, ONC, a socio-cultural organization representing the people of Abua Odwo, Ahoda East and West, and Ogba Egbema Ndoni local government areas of River State, has called on President Bola Tinubu to urgently restore democratic governance in the state, following what it described as an unconstitutional suspension of the state's duly elected leadership. ONC President Emeni Ibe, in a media briefing, condemned the declaration of a state of emergency in River State, which led to the suspension of Governor Siminalayi Fubara, Deputy Governor Professor Ngozi Odu, and members of the State House of Assembly. The group asserted that the president's action was based on malicious falsehoods allegedly peddled by individuals seeking to hijack the machinery of government for selfish gains. Ibe explained that the continued imposition of emergency rule in River State was taking a heavy toll on the people, the economy, and the foundations of democracy. The ONC further appealed to President Tinubu to reverse what it termed an anti-constitutional decision and allow democratic structures to function. The leadership and entire members of the Supreme Council for SIM Worldwide, Obiakpo chapter, have expressed resolve to continue to stand by Governor Siminalayi Fubara even in the face of his political challenges. The Supreme Council for SIM in Obiakpo said its decision is born out of the activities of Governor Siminalayi Fubara, including infrastructural development and welfare of civil servants in the state. Coordinator of the Supreme Council for SIM in Obiakpo, Good News Amadi, who spoke on behalf of the group, encouraged Governor Fubara not to be deterred by what he described as a temporary setback, but choose those that will protect him when he is recalled. Amadi, while insisting the governor has done well for Rivers people, also assured that the Supreme Council for SIM will continue to ensure organic support, expressing its readiness to move with the governor should he decide to defect to another political party.
Yes, we are here to make the world understand. In this government of Rivers State today, it is true that Mr. President have, in his wisdom, declared state of emergency that is affecting everybody, the civil servants, the contractors, the transporters, every sector in Rivers, because we know that there is no crisis that one gunshot has not been shot in Rivers State. And it is imperative the world knows that Governor Singh has people in Rivers State, Obiakpo precisely, that we are standing solidly behind him. It may seem to the world that he has nobody. In Rivers State, the governor has done well for our people. He has done too much. He has changed the face of politics in Rivers State since he became the governor. I can say nobody has died in the name of political killings. He has improved the welfare of the civil service. The pensioners are happy. And he has not borrowed a dime. He has carried out major projects in health sectors, education sectors. Governor Siminalayi Fubara is a man to reckon with. He's a man of the people.
Good News Amadi also expressed support for the action of workers in the state for not having the usual Workers' Day celebration in Azagbur Park in protest of the declaration of state of emergency, just as he appealed to President Bola Tinubu to have a rethink of his action and recall the democratically elected governor of the state.
As we talk to you, when someone does good for us, what the old person is to tell him thank you and stand with such person. If Governor Sim stands up today that is moving to Kyo Party, Z Party, Alo Party, A Party, we will move with him. These are Kore people speaking from Obiabo, both the indigenous and non-indigenous. And not just moving with him, he will see organic support. Nobody will be happy to see the governor devoted that is doing well being thrown away. We'll just believe that the president did what he did in his own wisdom, and we believe that the president will see reasons with the Supreme Council for seeing Obiabo chap and bring back our governor. The support the same himself is not PDP, it's not APC, it's not Labour Party. PDP members are here, Labour parties are here. As it stands today, the FCT minister is not a member of my party, APC. I am supporting the governor wholeheartedly. It is a movement, same movement.
A consultant obstetrician and gynecologist at the River State University Teaching Hospital, Dr. George Ella, has raised alarm over the increasing trend of women using alum to tighten their private part, describing it as a dangerous and harmful practice. Reacting to the recent Afrobeat song titled Ginger Me Alum by Nigerian artist Niniola, which appears to glamorize the use of alum for sexual enhancement, Dr. Ella, in an interview with Today FM's Olawale Sanusi, emphasized that such message could mislead women into engaging in practices that severely harm their reproductive health. He explained that the use of alum, a substance known to contain aluminium and other inorganic compounds by women to tighten their private part in an attempt to enhance sexual experience, is a dangerous health practice that should be completely discouraged. According to him, alum can cause chemical burns, inflammation, and infections that may result in long-term damage to the private part and other vital reproductive organs, including the cervix, adding that such damage could even lead to infertility.
The use of alum, substance known to contain aluminium and other inorganic compounds by women to tighten their vagina and possibly enhance sexual intercourse, is a very dangerous health practice which should be discouraged. Those chemicals contained in alum are substances that can cause burn and inflammation around and within the vagina. And as a matter of fact, the process of introducing those chemicals can also introduce infections, all of which can cause damage to the vagina and other reproductive parts of the woman's body, like the cervix. I am a gynecologist and I know because I see it a lot. I see women coming down with a narrowing of the vagina and sometimes occlusion of the birth canal, and this can lead to infertility as a matter of fact.
Dr. Ella also warned against the use of any chemical or soap for cleansing the private part, stating that such substances destroy the natural, healthy microorganisms that protect the body, while promoting the growth of harmful bacteria and infections. The expert urged women to prioritize proper reproductive health practices and called on influencers and artists to be mindful of the messages they put out, particularly when they pertain to sensitive health matters.
As a rule, the vagina should not be washed or cleansed, as it were, by any kind of substance, be it soapy substance or other forms of substances. The vagina has a natural acidic pH. The vagina does not require the introduction of all kinds of things. There are natural microorganisms that have been placed there by nature, and the use of chemicals that can cause burns actually damage these friendly microorganisms which protect the woman from harmful ones. So it should be discouraged. Women should not wash their vagina with detergents, with soaps, and they should not apply creams to their vaginas. These should be discouraged.
On the foreign scene, the former South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol has been indicted for abuse of power over his martial law declaration. The new indictment without detention comes as Yoon stands trial for orchestrating an insurrection with his December 3 martial law attempt, which sought to suspend civilian rule in democratic South Korea. The 64-year-old was stripped of all power and privileges in April by the Constitutional Court, which upheld the impeachment motion, and was forced to move out of the presidential residence. Prosecutors first indicted Yoon in January when he was still president as the ringleader of an insurrection, a charge not covered by presidential immunity. Meanwhile, Yoon has denied any wrongdoing in the cases, but if convicted of the insurrection charge, he could be sentenced to life in prison or to death. Yoon was the second South Korean president to be removed from office and the third to be impeached by parliament. With him out of office, South Korea is set to hold a snap election on June 3. To end the news, here is a summary of the major stories. The ICPC is probing the disbursement of student loans under the Nigeria Education Loan Fund. We told you that the organized labor has urged President Bola Tinubu to reinstate democratically elected officials in Rivers State. And on the foreign scene, you heard that the South Korean court has indicted former President Yoon Suk Yeol for abuse of power. Stella Sasongo Okorie edited the news. For comments and inquiries, please call 0818-389-2850. Send your emails to news@todayfmlive.com. Read our stories on www.todayfmlive.com. I am Amaka Felix. Thank you for listening. Good evening.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Don't get it mixed up. You are listening to Today 95.1 FM, your premium talk, news, and sports station in Port Harcourt. We are the voice of the people.
Your premium talk, news, and sports radio station, Today 95.1 FM. The news update on the headlines. Police confirms attack by hoodlums in a community last night, leaving few dead and many injured.
No. I don't want kill again. I don't tire. If I may ask, these are Baba, where their children they safe. If not good thing, they don't involve their children for this kind of matter. Me, I don't want carry gun again. I don't tire. I know they carry gun again. Don't be by force. Make their children carry the gun.
Enough is enough. How long are we going to blame our government? We must agree to have a healthy society, a society that protects the weak while creating opportunities for the strong. Together, we can make this work. Let's give peace a chance. This information is brought to you by Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Officer, take. Officer, give me number. No time. Ma dey match am, they go.
What? You bribing the officer of the law? You under arrest. Let me see your papers. You can go. They're in order. Drive safe, okay?
I don't understand though. No be the same country again. Officer reject bribe. They arrested me yesterday. That yesterday, I go do my papers. See as I pass now. I pass without fear. You too, make you do wetin dey right. For we country to better, it dey for we hand. If you like, do like say you no hear am. To give or to take bribe, na offense.
Una don't hear am, abi? You hear am too, abi? You hear am. You hear am well. They themselves, they hear am. Now the voice of the people. Now him bring this message give una. Today 95.1 FM. Now we be the voice of the people.
Say no to the ordinary. Embrace the extraordinary, because we are the voice of the people. Today, 95.1 FM.
Today, 95.1 FM. Turn the dial and turn up the thrill. We are not in the same league. We are rewriting the rules. here on Today 95.1 FM.
We talk, you listen.
Today, 95.1 FM, Board Hardcore. News update.
This is Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt, Voice of the People. It is time again for a rundown of the foreign news. The midday headlines on the world today. I am Amaka Felix. In the headlines, millions of infants in Sudan at risk as war slows immunization efforts. Ukraine to ratify U.S. minerals deal lacking security guarantees. The R Congo seeks to remove ex-President Kabila's immunity. Details in a bit. Good evening. The authorities in the Democratic Republic of Congo are seeking to lift former President Joseph Kabila's immunity from prosecution after accusing him of backing rebels in the east. According to Justice Minister Constant Mutamba, there was a substantial body of documents, testimony, and material facts linking Kabila to the M23 armed group. Kabila, 53, has not commented on the accusations, but has in the past denied any connection with the insurgents. He led the R Congo for 18 years after succeeding his father, Laurent, who was shot dead in 2001. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has ordered an inquiry to establish whether previous governments led by his party intentionally blocked investigations and prosecutions of apartheid-era crimes. The landmark move, which survivors and families of those who were killed have demanded for more than 20 years, will address allegations of improper influence in delaying or hindering investigations that have been leveled against post-apartheid governments led by the African National Congress Party. It was learnt that the ANC was the organization at the forefront of the battle against the system of white minority rule and led South Africa to democracy in 1994. But ANC-led governments since then have been criticized by some for prioritizing national reconciliation ahead of justice for victims. Ramaphosa's announcement of a judicial commission of inquiry came after 25 survivors and relatives of victims of apartheid-era crimes launched a court case against his government in January seeking damages. They alleged that successive South African governments since the late 1990s had failed to properly investigate unresolved killings, disappearances, and other crimes during the time of forced racial segregation, despite recommendations made by the Post-Apartheid Truth and Reconciliation Commission. The war in Sudan has reportedly affected vaccination uptake due to displacement and destruction of health facilities. An estimated 3 million children in Sudan under the age of 5 are reported to be at high risk of epidemic diseases, including measles, malaria, pneumonia, diarrheal diseases, and cholera. A health worker in Kassala State in Tensar Saleh said the vaccines are crucial for protecting children from diseases and reducing mortality rates in those under 5. Saleh added that increasing vaccination rates would lead to lower death rates among children, as more than 1.3 million cases of malaria and over 850 deaths were confirmed in 2023, according to the World Malaria Report 2024. The World Food Programme, WFP, reports that food and nutrition distributions for over 220,000 people have started in Tawila, North Darfur, where hundreds of thousands are seeking refuge from horrific violence in and around El Fasher and Zamzam IDP camp. It was gathered that the WFP aid deliveries to the center of Khartoum have been the first distributions within the downtown area of Khartoum since the conflict started 2 years ago. while distributions have also started in Al-Azhari neighborhood in South Khartoum for 20,000 people, one of the areas at high risk of famine. These efforts are part of WFP's scale-up to support 1 million people across all 7 localities in Greater Khartoum over the coming months. WFP is also said to be ramping up assistance to people who have recently fled horrific violence in El Fasher or Zamzam camp, with the first 8 convoys with 1,600 metric tons of food and nutrition supplies for 220,000 people arriving in Tawila, where over 300,000 people fled to. A prominent Tanzanian Catholic priest and government critique has been violently attacked amid rising political tensions ahead of elections due in October. It was length that Father Charles Kitima, who had attended an all-day religious meeting, was ambushed by 2 people at night in a canteen restroom near his residence in Dar es Salaam. According to the police, he was hit on the head with a blunt object and was later admitted to the hospital, where he is in a stable condition. Our witnesses said Father Kitima had been seen talking to several people before the attack and was later found bleeding and calling for help, moments after individuals were seen fleeing the scene. The police say they have detained a suspect while investigations continue. The attack on Father Kitima, who is the Secretary General of the Catholic Bishops Organization, Tanzania Episcopal Conference (TEC), has been widely condemned. Boniface Mwabukusi, president of the Tanganyika Law Society, who visited the priest in the hospital, said it had been a brutal attack with the intent to take his life. Egypt's revenue from the Suez Canal has reportedly plunged by almost 2/3 last year, with officials attributing the sharp drop to regional tensions and wars in the Middle East. The canal is a major source of foreign currency for the Egyptian government, with about 10% of world trade flowing through the waterway in recent years. The Suez Canal Authority, which runs the waterway, said the canal generated an annual revenue of $3.991 billion in 2024, down from a historic high of $10.25 billion in 2023. Canal traffic has reportedly been significantly disrupted after Yemen's Iran-backed Houthi rebels started to threaten maritime trade and targeting vessels heading to Israel through the Suez Canal to pressure Israel to stop the war in Gaza, which started on October 7, 2023. Between November 2023 and January 2024, the Houthis targeted over 100 merchant vessels with missiles and drones, sinking 2 ships and killing 4 sailors. According to the Egyptian Canal Authority, only 13,213 ships passed through the canal in 2024, marking a 50% decline compared to the number of ships in 2023, when over 26,000 ships passed through. Away from Africa to the rest of the world, U.S. President Donald Trump says Tesla boss Elon Musk could stay working for the White House as long as he wanted, but understood the tycoon wanted to get back to his businesses. This comes after the Tesla boss said last month he will step back from his role as the unofficial head of the administration's cost-cutting Department of Government Efficiency to focus more on his troubled Tesla car company. Musk, the world's richest person, has seen his Tesla car company, which is the major source of his wealth, suffer significant brand damage from his political work. Tesla showrooms have been hit by vandalism and boycott calls in Europe and the United States in a backlash against public service cuts introduced by Musk in his role as a close advisor to Trump. The US and Ukraine has signed off on a deal that will give Washington access to Ukraine's vast critical minerals and natural resources, finalizing an agreement to compensate the US for its help in repelling Russia's invasion. The two sides offered only bare-bone details about the structure of the deal, which they called the United States-Ukraine Reinvestment Fund. But it is expected to give the U.S. access to Ukraine's valuable rare earth minerals while providing Kyiv a measure of assurance about continued American support in its grinding war with Russia. The announcement comes at a critical moment in the three-year war, as President Trump has grown increasingly frustrated with both sides. The signing comes 2 months after a different but similar agreement was nearly signed before being derailed in a tense Oval Office meeting involving President Donald Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Ukraine's parliament is expected to ratify a controversial minerals deal with the United States in a decisive step towards securing the latter's long-term commitment to the war-battered country amid stalled efforts to strike a Ukraine-Russia ceasefire. The deal, signed by Kyiv and Washington, pushed by U.S. President Donald Trump, and after protracted negotiations, marks an inflection point of sorts in the war, granting the U.S. priority access to Ukraine's critical minerals as a means of deterring future Russian aggression. However, it stops short of offering specific security guarantees, and questions remain over accessing minerals in areas under Russian control. According to Ukraine's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Andrei Sybiha, the deal marks an important milestone in Ukraine-US strategic partnership aimed at strengthening Ukraine's economy and security. Sybiha said Ukraine is expecting it to be discussed and ratified by Ukraine's parliament later today. At least 18 Palestinians have been killed, including one person whose body was recovered in Israeli attacks across Gaza. According to the enclave's health ministry, at least 77 people were also wounded in that period. The Ministry of Health said the death toll in Gaza rose to 52,418 killed, with 118 and 99 wounded since October 7, 2023. The ministry added that Israel has killed at least 2,326 Palestinians and wounded 6,150 since it broke the ceasefire on March 18. One of Japan's busiest bullet train lines came to a halt after a snake tangled itself in a power line, causing a power outage. According to Japanese news agency Kyodo News, the entanglement occurred between Gifu Hashima and Maibara stations, which suspended Tokyo-bound trains between Shin Osaka and Nagoya, and the Osaka-bound trains between Shin Osaka and Tokyo. Tokaido Shinkansen trains running between Tokyo and Osaka were suspended following the incident. Operator of Central Japan Railway Company said services resumed at around 7 p.m. local time. Japan is currently in one of its busiest holiday sessions, Golden Week, which consists of 4 national holidays in 7 days, and will see trains, airports, and holiday hotspots hit their peak. Osaka is also hosting the World Expo this year, which will see millions of foreign and domestic visitors flock to the city until it ends in October. 3 days of political rallies have begun in Bangladesh, with rival groups to stage mass demonstrations in Dhaka, drumming up support for eagerly anticipated elections following an uprising last year. Nobel Peace Prize winner Muhammad Yunus has led an interim government since autocratic Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina fled into exile as crowds stormed her palace in August. The 84-year-old has said elections will be held as early as December and at the latest by mid-2026. The Bangladesh Nationalist Party, BNP, widely tipped to win the poll, will hold a May Day rally in Dhaka. The largest Islamist political party, Jamaat Islami has also taken to the streets of the capital. It will be its first outdoor political event since its offices were vandalized in October, allegedly for helping Hasina's Awami League cling to power. That story from Bangladesh concludes tonight's edition of The World Today, as produced by Olawale Sanusi of the News Department. Before we go, here is a summary of the stories that made the headline. You heard that millions of infants in Sudan are at risk as war slows immunization efforts. Ukraine is expected to ratify U.S. minerals deal despite lacking security guarantees. We also told you that DR Congo is seeking to remove ex-President Kabila's immunity. Till same time tomorrow, have a lovely evening and thank you for listening.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Want to know what's happening? Get latest information in sports, politics, lifestyle, you name it. The frequency of choice. Today 95.1 FM. Today 95.1 FM. We serve you the latest updates on everything. Today 95.1 FM. We are the voice of the people.
BBC World Service. I'm Charles Gitonga in Nairobi with Focus on Africa. Nigeria appoints a new military commander to lead the fight against insurgents in northeast of the country as attacks intensify.
This war has been raging on for 15 years and you have 15 commanders, and I don't think that's helpful for leadership and proper coordination on the ground.
Healthcare workers in Mozambique on strike once again, but why do their grievances remain unresolved?
We have a new government that just completed 100 days now, and on this new government, on a priority of 100 days, the problems of strike was not part of the 100 days in terms of priority.
And plans to make refugee camps in Kenya self-sufficient.
When we invest in development that include refugees, it benefits not only the refugee communities, but also the host communities.
That's all on the BBC Tonight in Focus. First, the news.
Hello, I'm Govinda Gill with the BBC News. Ukraine's government has published the text of the deal signed with the United States on jointly exploiting Ukrainian mineral and fossil fuel reserves. It speaks of a durable partnership in a free, sovereign and secure Ukraine. Any future U.S. military assistance to Kyiv would be counted as an investment in the partnership. Speaking at a news conference, the White House Deputy Chief of Staff, Stephen Miller, said the agreement was intended to reimburse the United States for the money spent on the war in Ukraine.
That deal, we'll move it and operationalize it as fast as we possibly can, but it's meant to pay back the United States. This is the key point. For the hundreds of billions of dollars that our taxpayers have spent subsidizing the war in Ukraine. So it is repayment to the United States, and that's one of the most important points to understand about it.
More than 150 teams and firefighting planes are continuing to battle what's been described as the worst wildfires in Israel's history. Most of them, fueled by strong winds and high temperatures, remain out of control. A nationwide ban is in force on lighting fires or barbecues, a traditional part of Independence Day celebrations. Hugo Bechega is in Latrun, west of Jerusalem.
All morning firefighters were here working to control the blaze. They left just moments ago, but you can probably hear the sound of an airplane that's been helping those teams that have been deployed. Dozens of teams here on the ground trying to contain these wildfires. The Israeli military has also been deployed to help in these efforts. Now, the weather conditions have improved here today. It is much cooler. The winds have died down, so this is helping those teams.
The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said that returning the hostages still being held by Hamas is not his supreme goal of the war in Gaza. Mr. Netanyahu said that the ultimate goal was victory over Hamas. The Hostages and Missing Families Forum told the Prime Minister that returning the hostages should be the priority guiding his government. The Syrian Foreign Minister has condemned calls by some Druze leaders for foreign intervention, saying this would devastate the country and fragment it for decades to come. Earlier, a prominent Druze spiritual leader, Hikmat al-Hijri, said there was a genocidal campaign against his community and called for international troops to protect them. His call followed clashes between Druze gunmen, security personnel and pro-government fighters. From Sueda, here's the BBC's Feras Kilani.
The Druze live in two small towns close to the capital and a whole province at the south of the country called Sueda. And some of their military and religious leaders refuse to recognize the legitimacy of the new Syrian government led by the President Ahmad al-Shara. They accuse him of trying to create an extremist Islamist state and don't believe his promises to protect the religious minorities.
World News from the BBC. Some news just in. Reports from the US say the National Security Advisor, Michael Waltz, is leaving his post. Mr. Waltz had been embroiled in the controversy over classified information shared on a messaging group to which an outside journalist had been added. The World Health Organization has warned of great disruption to global health funding following the freezing of most foreign aid by President Trump. The US has traditionally been by far the UN's top donor. The World Food Programme faces cuts of between 25% and 30% to its global workforce. The Turkish authorities have arrested hundreds of people and deployed thousands of police to Istanbul to prevent May Day protests. More than 50,000 officers are on the streets, and the local governor says almost 400 people have been detained, but a lawyers' group says the real figure is much higher. The United Nations says it's begun the first food aid distributions in the centre of the Sudanese capital, Khartoum, since civil war broke out 2 years ago. 30,000 people are being helped in two neighbourhoods, including Al-Hazari and South Khartoum, which are at the high risk of famine. The Football Association in England has announced that transgender women will no longer be able to play women's football from the start of June. It follows last month's UK Supreme Court ruling that a woman is defined by biological sex. Andy Swiss has the details.
Only last month, the FA said it would continue to allow transgender women to compete in women's football, provided they met stricter eligibility criteria, including reduced testosterone levels. But the FA now says, as a result of the Supreme Court's ruling, it's changing that policy from the start of June. This is a complex subject, it said in a statement, adding, "We understand that this will be difficult for people who simply want to play the game they love in the gender by which they identify."
That's the latest BBC News.
Hello, I'm Charles Gitonga, and here is what's coming up for you on this edition of Focus on Africa. Nigeria appoints the 15th military commander to lead the fight against the militant jihadist insurgency in the northeast. What could this portend for the job?
He is the 15th commander is something to be underlined because this war has been raging on for 15 years and you have 15 commanders, which on the average suggests that a commander is changed every year. And I don't think that's helpful for leadership and proper coordination on the ground.
Health workers in Mozambique on strike once again, but why do their grievances remain unresolved?
Mozambique is far behind to reach some of the targets in terms of investment. It's very dependent on donor investment, and this has created a kind of a lack of accountability to government to the people.
And running short of donor funding, Kenya is mooting a plan to make its refugee camps self-sufficient. It's Thursday, the 1st of May. First, we go to Nigeria. The country has named a new commander to lead counterinsurgency efforts against Boko Haram and its offshoot, the Islamic State West Africa Province ISWAP, both operating in northeast Nigeria. Major General Abdul Salam Abubakar is taking charge as the 15th commander since the operation began over 15 years ago. The appointment follows a surge in the number of attacks in the last 4 months, where several civilians and soldiers were killed, as fears of a comeback by the insurgents grow. Security experts point to a change in tactics by the jihadists, who are now using armed drones and roadside bombs. A Monday attack killed 26 people when a truck drove over a roadside bomb in Borno State, close to the border with Cameroon. ISWAP claimed responsibility. To help us understand whether the new appointment is a shot in the arm for Nigeria's counter-terrorism efforts, I called up Dr. Bulama Bukarti, a senior analyst on conflict in sub-Saharan Africa.
Abdusalam Abubakar had been the deputy head of the Nigerian Defense Academy, and he is reported to have headed different complex operations in the Nigerian army. He is the 15th commander, is something to be underlined because this war has been raging on for 15 years, and you have 15 commanders, which on the average suggests that a commander is changed every year. And I don't think that's helpful for leadership and proper coordination on the ground.
So why is he being appointed now, and what exactly is he coming to do?
He is the person that will be leading all the troops in northeastern Nigeria fighting Boko Haram and the splinter group Islamic State West Africa province. The government did not explain why he was appointed now, but it is important to note that he was appointed at a time when there have been increased attacks by Boko Haram and its splinter group ISWAP in northeastern Nigeria, leading to fears of a major comeback by the group that has killed over 35,000 people in the last 15 years and has displaced over 2 million people, causing a huge humanitarian crisis. He is being appointed to lead the forces fighting the group in the northeast. The government line was that he is very experienced in leading complex operations, but unfortunately this is the kind of line we have seen the government using in all the other commanders that were appointed, and so I wouldn't take that seriously.
Yeah, but this is also coming at a time when the attacks by Boko Haram or the ISWAP group, these attacks are on the rise. Could you tell us what is supercharging all these activities of these two groups in the country?
Yeah, unfortunately, attacks are rising. Open source data indicate that in the first 3 months of this year alone, there have been over 300 Boko Haram attacks in Borno State alone, in which they have killed over 500 people and have abducted almost 400 people. What we have also seen in the past few months are attacks by Boko Haram and ISWAP fighters on military super camps, and they have attacked over 5 of them in several locations in Borno and Yobe State, and in each of those attacks, they overran the camp, they killed some of the soldiers, captured some of the soldiers, and dispersed the rest. And then they looted the barracks, they stole weapons, they stole food and logistics, and moved back into the bush. And this is causing huge fear on the ground of a comeback by the group. In addition to these attacks, we also see roadside bombs that are planted randomly on major roads, and commercial vehicles get destroyed by them and people get killed, just like one of the most recent attacks where 26 people have been killed. There are several factors that may be responsible for this resurgence of Boko Haram. One of them is that there is now less infighting inside the group. In 2018, Boko Haram splintered into two, with one faction recognized by ISIS and one faction being independent, and they continued to fight each other and killed hundreds of commanders amongst themselves, including one of the group's most notorious leader, Abubakar Shekau. Now, this infighting has stopped, and that is why now the group is able to face the public and face the Nigerian military. Secondly, we have noticed improved use of technology by Boko Haram and ISWAP fighters. They deploy unmanned drones to surveil military locations, as well as deliver weapons on military locations especially. They use high-speed internet, they mount roadside explosives, and also now use AI, artificial intelligence, to edit their videos. We have also recently seen multiple accounts of Boko Haram fighters coming live on TikTok, answering questions, propagating the group's ideology, justifying its attacks, and fielding questions from the audience. There are reports suggesting that ISIS has sent additional weapons and advisors to ISWAP in the Lake Chad region. And that, according to some reports, could be responsible for the attacks we are seeing. The fourth reason, which is more interesting to me, is additional source of income, especially to the ISIS-affiliated faction of Boko Haram. Previously, when ISWAP abducts civilians, they insist on either negotiating with the government only, killing those that they have captured, or enslaving them. But recently they changed this tactic. Now when they abduct individuals, they abduct groups of people, they negotiate with their families and extort ransom from the families. And there is a report that indicates that in 2024, the group has raised over $600,000 in ransom payment. And that in a country where over 100 million people live below the poverty line is a lot of money. The group also has a sophisticated system of taxation through which they extort farmers, herders, traders, fishermen and fish dealers amounts of money and issue them with receipts in order to operate in areas where they control. And that increase in money allows the group to buy more weapons and supplies and therefore could be responsible for some of the attacks we see recently.
Dr. Bulama Bukarti, a senior analyst on conflict in sub-Saharan Africa. Next to Mozambique, where health workers have started a nationwide strike, which will see a total stoppage of activities in all the country's health units. Led by the Association of United Mozambican Health Professionals, the first phase of the strike began this Thursday with the suspension of hospital services outside of normal working hours and during public holidays and weekends. The association says the strike is aimed at putting pressure on the government to improve their wages and provide better working conditions. Shortages of medicines, medical equipment, hospital beds and food for the patients are some of the other things they are unhappy about. But this is not the first time such a strike has happened. In fact, a similar one last year resulted in the deaths of 1,000 people over the course of 3 weeks, according to the Health Professionals Association. Neither the association nor the Health Ministry have produced any figures for how many workers are on strike this time, or how many health units are going to be affected. George Martini is a researcher at the Citizen Observatory for Transparency and Good Governance in the health sector in Mozambique. Him and his team have been monitoring the strikes, and he began by giving me the background into how they got here.
I think for many years the health sector has been struggling with unmet needs in terms of human resources, in terms of commodities, and unstable work conditions. And I think the impact of COVID in terms of the status of the health providers has not improved after COVID, with all the impact in terms of pressure to provide the services, isolation, even for health providers being also affected by COVID-19. So after COVID, I think there's more conscience about the role they play on the provision of services, and also the conscience about the safety measures that they need to provide the services. Now they're pushing the boundaries in terms of that, saying it's not about improving wages, it's about improving, example, the quality of service in terms of having commodities, having better health system that is well managed and well organized.
So at this moment, who actually is going on strike? Which sections of the healthcare fraternity are participating?
Right now is the health professional, I'm saying nurse and other technicians. I think after this strike from health professional, in my view, and based on the past experience, I think doctors also will come out with the day demand again.
So they want better pay, but not just better pay. They want to see the places of work improve, provisions improve. Like you said, why are these issues not getting addressed by the government? Because it does seem like this is what they were raising last year when they had a major strike.
Yes, I think one of the major problems first is that government doesn't have enough resources to invest on the health sector. We've been seeing that from last year's way. Mozambique is far behind to reach some of the targets in terms of investment. It's very dependent on donor investment, and this has created a kind of a lack of accountability to government to the people, you know. And for many years, the government has found partners, health partners, NGOs, donors to step in And this has created a sense of not urgency for government to really lead all the process of reform in the health sector. Last year was an election year, even before we have local elections, so it was very political sensitive. So none of the the government at the time didn't want to get on a difficult position, so they managed to move those, giving some of the, I'll say, very short-term solutions to the problem that we had. So after election, we have a new government that just completed 100 days now. And on this new government, on a priority of 100 days, the problems of strike was not part of the 100 days in terms of priority. So I think this also created a kind of tension in the sense like, okay, we've been able to manage this situation for 2 years with the outgoing government. Now that we have a new government that is promising change, different way of dialogue with political parties after protests and so on, but we don't see a move to have a new windows for dialogue regarding the strikes on health professionals.
So I want to understand why healthcare and the grievances of these workers, how come that's not at the top or thereabouts of this priority list?
I think right now we have more than 4 important public servants in protest. We have teachers, we have health providers, workers, we have doctors, we have, we call it extensionists, they work on agriculture. So you have a number of public servants that are on strike. And so you will find that the government doesn't want to show they are favorable for one group than others. There's this absence of political will of saying this is a major problem. We need to bring all the stakeholders to discuss how we move forward in terms of public servants improving their working condition.
So does that explain this specific case from last year when there was a strike that went on for about 3 weeks? About 1,000 people, patients, died, and this is according to the Health Professionals Association in the country. But at some point, the strike was called off. What would explain the reason to call off a strike if your grievances, you're not getting a strong and a clear roadmap of how your grievances get, sorted out?
Yes, I think what the health professors didn't want to lose is the support from the public. When the numbers came out, the number of people who are dying in hospital because of lack of services, there was a pressure from the public looking who is the responsible for that. So the primary responsible that you're absent at facility level, so you will be the primary responsible for that. There's a kind of a conflicting message from both sides. The government say those 1,000 people was because the health professor went to strike and they were absent and they're not providing the care. So at the same time, the health professionals said, no, these are not dying because we are not there. They're dying because there's no medicines, there's no equipment, and so on.
George Martini, a researcher at the Citizen Observatory for Transparency and Good Governance in the health sector in Mozambique. Here's an excerpt of how the country's Minister of Health, Hussein Isse, responded to the strike.
A strike in the health sector is a disaster. My recommendation and request to my colleagues is that we discuss the matter. On one hand, we cannot stop caring for our patients. So this is my appeal to my colleagues. Let's work together in an organized and structured manner because we must save lives. We cannot go on strike while people are dying. That is unacceptable. It's impermissible for someone to have such a cruel heart and claim to work in healthcare. Our profession, unfortunately, is one where striking is not acceptable because we deal with one of the greatest gifts from God to humanity, life.
That was the anger and frustration expressed by refugees in Kakuma camp in the north of Kenya some weeks ago. On receiving news that their food rations would be reduced, local media reported that thousands of them took to the streets, clashing with police. The World Food Programme said they had reduced the rations in the camps due to funding shortages. Sustainable solutions are now being sought. That is why Kenya and the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, are pioneering an approach to transform Kakuma and Dadaab, the 2 largest refugee camps in the country, into municipalities. The camps host more than 700,000 people, mostly from South Sudan, Somalia, DR Congo, and Ethiopia. They survive on food donations and cash transfers, a model Kenya says is unsustainable given that donor funding is drying up globally. We'll hear more about the solution by Kenya in a moment, but first, let's hear from Jean-Claude Mutunudi, a refugee from Rwanda but now operating a wholesale shop in Kakuma.
I came from Rwanda. I now live in Kakuma. I have lived here for 9 years. I own a second-hand clothes business. Since I arrived here in 2016, I started selling a few clothes. With only 1 or 2 bales in my stock, my business has grown bigger now. The money and help I was getting from the UN was not enough for my needs, so the business has helped me to be more independent. At first, I had a job as a translator for the UN. I saved some money I earned. I had about $300 in savings after working for 3 months. This was my capital for the business. I bought my stock from Kitale and Mombasa at first, but now I have connections, even in China.
Rwandan refugee Jean-Claude Mutunudi speaking from Kakuma. Dana Michelle Hughes from UNHCR joined me to explore some solutions to the refugee funding shortage, but started by explaining the responsibility borne by the hosting countries.
Host countries are usually the ones that are ultimately responsible for registering refugees, though UNHCR very much supports that and helps host countries leading with that, with the establishment of registration and of refugee status. Once that occurs, various countries have different ways in which they, depending on their own laws and policies, as to how they then handle refugees and asylum seekers. In this region, traditionally, it has been refugees go on to camps that were meant to be temporary. So you see there's a number of camps in Uganda and Kenya. That's been the traditional way that refugees have been case managed.
All right. So, Dana, the reason we are talking about this is, there is an ongoing, cut in the world of global aid, and money is not flowing as it used to into those areas now. How is this manifesting itself specifically in East Africa where you operate? What are some of the things that you are struggling to provide to the refugee communities?
We're very, very concerned with cuts in global aid and humanitarian funding, and particularly in this region where we are dealing with the Sudan crisis, which is arguably the worst displacement and humanitarian and protection crisis in the world, where there are nearly 13 million people who've been forced to flee their homes over the last 2 years, 4 million refugees. People continue to flee every day. And then you also have the DRC situation. You have some of the worst humanitarian crises now also meeting one of the worst funding crises, global funding crises that we've seen in decades. And what it means is that our teams on the ground are really being forced to make some unreasonable choices. And we also have situations where refugees are being left to resort to what we call harmful strategies, whether that's to meet their basic needs, children stopping school, turning to smugglers for onward movement. The reductions have come, honestly, when the needs have never been greater. And just to give you a couple of examples, for example, inside Sudan right now, reduced funding is going to cut access to clean water for at least 500,000 displaced people.
And what about countries like Kenya, which is a country that has hosted refugees for such a long time from, Sudan, South Sudan, the DRC, Somalia, two of the most prominent camps in the country, Kakuma and Dadaab. How are you adjusting in these specific areas in the wake of these funding cuts?
One of the messages that we are sending to the larger international community is that you can't take this generosity for granted. When you look at a place like Uganda that has consistently had policies where refugees are able to have a plot of land and are able to freely move and work, when we invest in development and invest in national systems that include refugees, it benefits not only the refugee communities, but also the host communities. And it also is efficient. One of the things that we have found is that inclusion is efficient. When you eliminate parallel expensive systems, what you really do is, when you eliminate parallel expensive systems for refugees, and the support goes into the development of the whole community, it uplifts not only the refugees in their future, but the community as well.
The reason I'm asking about Kenya is because the government there, as well as UNHCR, they have this idea of turning some of the refugee camps, specifically Kakuma and Dadaab, into municipalities. And this is the idea that they feel would work in terms of sustainability, especially as the funding cuts really taking the effect. Could you tell us more about this plan, what you know, and why it's important?
You know, now the Sharika plan gives the government and those of us UNHCR donors and the rest of the humanitarian development community a framework to really collaborate more ambitiously. But it's just the first step. And again, Kenya can't and shouldn't have to do it alone. It will need international support.
Dana Michelle Hughes from the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. Focus on Africa was put together by Bella Hassan and Yvette Twagira Maria in London. Frenny Joey was in Nairobi. Paul Bachibinga was a senior producer. Philip Bull was a technical producer. Andre Lombard and Alice Mudengi are our editors. I'm Charles Gitonga. We'll talk again next time.
Everybody needs somebody good, somebody nice, somebody reliable. I'm just trying to keep my spirit pure. Stay the fuck away from immature people. It's okay if I only have 4 people, as long as them be short people. Yeah, 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 yeah. Are you low, 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 yeah? Low, 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 yeah. Cause I'm low, 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 yeah. Low, 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 yeah.
Wanna see you later. This and that I got, they don't do ever. Stick up for me, I see ya sooner than you do the bedside. See now waiting to talk. See now you will come up. Big I open my door. What a fool I was. But I don't say what you cannot take back. I don't roll that way, bro. I don't like this fake love. But I know it. Try to keep your distance. Leave the hype for socials. All my guys, them loyal.
Low, 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 yeah. Low, 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 yeah. Some low, 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 yeah. Low, 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 yeah. Ooh, yeah. Low, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
It's another episode of Lovey Dovey, beautiful people. We are having the last episode, the final episode for the week. It's Music Month Thursday. I know it's your favorite day. For some of you, Thursdays are your favorite because you get to request for songs. I know. But you guys, tonight we're doing something that is usually what we do. So I ask a question and you answer the question. Tonight, my question for you is a bit tricky. You have to think about it. Think long and hard. Whatever you say here, look, whatever you say here tonight can and will be used against you in a competent court of marriage jurisdiction. No, I promise you, whatever you say here tonight can and will be used against you in a competent court of marriage jurisdiction. So you had better come correct. You had better come correct. Gentlemen, ladies, come and listen to the things your future husbands and wives will say. Ladies, you guys should not even try me tonight. You had better come correct. Make sure you call in and answer this question because, okay, you can also send in messages, okay? So if you don't want to call in, ladies, make sure you text in. I know you can hear me. You listen. I know you listen. I know you can hear me. So make sure to call in and answer this question, okay? So it's not a one-sided thing. Let these men not come for me because I don't want it to look like, oh, okay, so this is what you want to do, Amaka. Because I'm doing it, but I'm not doing it. Do you get me? So make sure to come correct. Make sure to answer the question as finely as you will, as truthfully, as honestly as you will, okay? So that's on the table tonight. It's lovey-dovey, my darlings. I do hope you are ready. So even if you're not ready, you have to be ready because, I'm ready and I did for you. So please put on your thinking cap. You're going to need it. It is lovey-dovey, my darlings. Sit pretty. This conversation, is about to be lit.
I do the things that I never thought I would do. I didn't think Allah would turn me into a fool. I cannot help myself. It's way too much for my mental health. Should I love if it makes you do stupid things? Should I love away your nightmares and your dreams? And now I'm compelled to run and hide in my shell. 'Cause now I just feel like a stranger. My auntie don't put me for danger. I don't recognize who I am anymore. I can't ignore just how much I feel like a stranger. I lost myself waiting for danger. I don't even know where I stand anymore. Is this love? No. And why am did I find myself in this mess? How can you be both the worst and the best? Feels like I'm drowning, my heart is pounding. This is why I am compelled to run and hide in my shell. 'Cause now I just feel like a stranger. My antidote puts me for danger. I don't recognize who I am anymore. I can't ignore just how much I feel like a stranger. I lost myself waiting for change. I don't even know where I stand anymore. Straight out loud, now I just feel like a stranger. My antidote puts me for danger. I don't recognize who I am anymore. Am I out of my mind? 'Cause I know that I've tried. They say love never dies. What a marvelous lie, I don't know anymore. Is this love? Is this love? Smile for me, even if you're sad. Oh. Be good to me, even if you're bad. Oh. Stay with me, even if you've got some place to be. Pray with me, even if you know believe. Smile for me, baby me please. Smile up. I want to be the one when you feel that for. I want to be the one that makes you do the things you thought you'd never do. Let me be the one for you. I want to be your weakness, baby. Lie to me if the truth will break my heart too. Sing for me even though your voice they crack. Oh. Dance with me even if you're dancing off the beat. Take a chance on me, don't you believe I'm worth the risk? Smile for me, baby me please. Smile.
So let me be the one you smile for. Let me be the one you do not die for. Stay alive and make money. I'd rather be the one you make money for. I'd rather be the one you give money to. Okay, so yes, smile for me. I agree with Sibi on that one. Smile for me, but don't die for me. And I'd rather have you alive. I think you'll be more useful to me when you're alive. Okay, so stay alive for me, make money for me, and give money to me. I'm so sorry, but I think it's better this way. I mean, what do you think? I think it's better this way. Anyway, my darlings, how did your day go? It's workers' day. Well, at least until a couple of minutes. We'll enter into a new day, which will be Friday. Hey, I hope you enjoyed your holiday. Look, I'm not happy for you guys. I'm sorry. When it comes to public holidays, see, I'm sorry that because I'm a broadcaster and we don't have holidays over here. We're here 247, making sure that we keep you up to speed. We give you information. We'll make sure that you're not lost. You know, you're not in the middle of the ocean. We keep you afloat, right? We make sure that you know everything you're supposed to know. So we're busy working around the clock. So I'm sorry I cannot be happy for you that you have holidays. Oh. You can call me bad belle. You know, consign me. I'm so sorry. I wish I could be happy for you guys when you guys have like holidays. Hey, when I'm not, actively participating or actively enjoying the holidays, why should I now be happy that there's public holidays? Public holidays we are not going to enjoy. So my mom called me today, and then. So because I've been under the weather, I'm actually on drugs, and so she called me. She was like, "Oh, how are you? Are the drugs working? Do you need to take injections?" I said, "What? Inject what?" It's not me and needles, so to even get my blood, to even get my blood to run the test, the doctor knows what he saw. He went through a lot. I nearly burst down, the building with my shouts. So it's not me and you with injection, I beg. I'm just gonna manage, to continue to take my drugs. So when she told me, she was like, "Okay, so it's public holiday. You have." I'm like, this woman. Did I just begin broadcasting today? Which day have I ever used public holiday to sit there in the house and sleep? She's like, "Oh, okay, so you put out public holiday." She was like, "Peleo." I said, as if you mean this Peleo that you're telling me. Because no, please, you guys, I don't know. It's not like we need to keep you guys informed, right? So I think somebody asked me, when I was complaining about not enjoying public holidays, some time ago, my friend asked me, so who chose this profession for you? And I kept quiet because last, I'm the one that by myself decided I wanted to be a broadcaster, and here we are. But it still doesn't mean that I should be happy for people that have public holidays, that get to enjoy public holidays. Especially those of you who go to work. Some of you are even self-employed, but on public holidays, you will sit down at home. Actually, I like their energy. I have a friend who runs a business, but on public holidays, this lazy girl she will sit. You can't find her on public holidays, and she will tell you that if you call her and ask her, "Okay, so why is your shop locked?" Didn't you hear? Don't you listen to news? I'm like, what is that? She'll tell you it's public holiday. Didn't you listen to news? See, business owner where they do public holiday. Anyway, if you're a business owner and you observe public holidays, well done. I'm not even going to blame you because, the struggle is too much. Everybody needs to rest, right? But if you don't observe it, no wahala. Let's hope you made plenty Ks, urgent 2Ks here and there. Necessary, looking at the economy right about now. So I hope you enjoyed your day. For those of you who did not go to work because of the public holiday, so the workers' day situation, I'm happy that you got to rest, and it just prolonged the weekend. So weekend actually started from Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, and then you just get to enjoy. The only problem is, okay, so some of you have to go to work tomorrow. I don't know, some companies did, okay, so since it's Thursday now, kuku you push who stay at home on Friday, or you work from home on Friday. If your company do, sorry, no vex. I know my friend called me from Lagos, and then he said, so his company did, because the public holiday fell on Thursday. Okay, there's no need. The week has ended already, so let's just do Thursday, Friday. We could just rest and go, which is, a nice one. So employers, you can actually borrow a leave. Please try to give people time to rest. The weekend is not enough, if that's what you want to ask. It's not enough, at least for the amount of work they put into your organization to make sure it's up and running. The weekend is sometimes not enough. Anyway, my darlings, so tonight, joke. So I'm asking the question, who comes first? It's a very, how we do it on Thursdays now. So if you are new to this dial, or if you are new to the lovey-dovey community, you're welcome. The emperor, the champion, the lion is you. You're welcome. And it's Thursday. So on Thursdays, we have Music Munch episodes where I ask a question, you answer the question, and then you go ahead to make a music request. You tell me what song you'd like for me to play for you. And then I do the needful, right? I go ahead, I play the songs, and everybody is happy. So tonight I have this question for you. But before I go ahead to ask you this question, I want to play this clip for you. Yes, I want to play this clip for you. Solomon Buchi said something about what I want to ask you. So I saved up what I was going to, the question for tonight. I saved it up a while ago, and then sometime early this week, I saw this video. So Solomon Buchi reacted to the responses he got via the video and all of that. So I'm just going to maybe you will not understand it, but I'm not even going to say anything. When you finish listening to the clip, I'll now come and ask you my question. Okay, let's just hear what Solomon Buchi has to say about it first. Maybe, just maybe, it will serve to guide your decision, because for a lot of you, I already know what your answers will be. Because tonight what we're going to do is we're arranging in order of priority, like who comes first in your life, who will come first in your life. For those of you who are that is especially when you get married, right? So we're doing like in future, let's tell your future partners, let's show your future partners what they're dating, who they're dating, so they can also decide whether they want to marry you or not. Okay, so I'll play this for you. Listen to what Solomon Buchi has to say about it, and then I'll ask you the question. But then, please, you can stick to what is truth for you. You can stick to what is truth for you. If for you would insist that, oh, this is going to be how I want to arrange it, irrespective of what Solomon Buchi has to say about it, please do you. Okay, I don't want you to make decisions based on what somebody else says. Your reality is your reality. So stick. It might not be the best, it might not be the most sensible, it might not be in the interest of others, but frankly speaking, it doesn't even have to be. It's your reality. So if it's in your interest, that's all that counts. That is all that matters, really. Okay, so let's take a listen, and then we will do our thing.
The responses women gave in this video is quite shocking.
You putting first your son, your father, or your husband?
My son. I'm putting my son first, my father, then my husband.
My son. And then my daddy. And then my husband.
My son.
And then who?
My father, then my husband.
Why the husband last? Let me know something.
Because regardless, if me and him together or not, my daddy and my son gonna be there. So fuck it.
Son and husband, or my son, my husband, then my daddy.
My son, my father, my husband, yeah.
Okay, why y'all put husband last? Let me know something.
I love my daddy and I love my son. Okay.
I birthed my son. Why wouldn't he be first? And my daddy, like, man, it's my daddy. Come on, you my husband.
Husband, son, father. I feel like if I get married, my husband is supposed to be like the head of the house. That's supposed to be, the leader or whatever. And then,
What are these responses from women? It is really sad, especially because months ago I did a commentary to a video where men were asked the same questions, and they also said they were going to prioritize their children above their wives. Little wonder these marriages are not working, because the man is focused on the children, the woman is focused on the children, and they're not paying attention to themselves. And then the marriage keeps on disintegrating and they grow apart. How is it hard to understand that you made your marriage vows to your spouse, not to your children? How is it hard to understand, especially as a Christian, that you leave your father and your mother and you cleave unto your wife and you both become one? You are one with your spouse, you are not one with your children. The marriage relationship is the foundation of every family, because there is this argument of being related by blood. You will not have the opportunity to be related by blood with your child if you do not have a spouse. So your spouse comes first. That is the foundation of every thriving family. Marriage is the foundation of every thriving family. Prioritizing your spouse does not mean that you're neglecting your children. It means that you're watering and nurturing their foundation. And the thing is, you can't even be a good parent by prioritizing your children over your spouse, because the best thing you can do for your children is to love their father, is to love their mother. They need to see faithfulness and loyalty and commitment being modeled to them in the home, because children will replicate what they see. In fact, I have a theory that people only prioritize their children over their spouses because they're in bad marriages. It's a coping mechanism. They don't want to leave the marriage, so they redirect all of that affection, attention, care and concern to their children, and they abandon the marriage. This is a serious issue, because by saying that you prioritize your children over your spouse, what you're saying is that you're committed to your children than you are to your spouse. Listen, with this rate, a very good first date question from married people will be, children or spouse, who comes first in marriage? And if they say that children come first in marriage, then let them go. Please don't marry rubbish. The response is,
All right, so Solomon Buchi with that part, that ending part that says, don't marry what? Complete it. Don't marry what? So maybe you're like, okay, so Amaka, why is this fitting? It's not like it's fitting me, but I think just emphasis on that, because I did have this conversation with some people. I did ask, some people these questions, and I'm not even going to lie, their responses were disappointing. And then I went ahead to say some of the things that Solomon Buchi said to them, because honestly, a lot of things go unnoticed. There are so many things that we do that might not be intentional, right? They might not be intentional, but slowly we undermine the power. We just do these things where it's unconscious for a lot of us, right? For a lot of people, the things that you don't attach, so much meaning to, will end up making one hell of a meaning. So we just need to pay attention to these things, though. But I'm not even going to talk so much. Like I said, your realities are valid still. If based on your personal experiences, you decide to make the choices that you decide to make, no problem. That's you. That's you. I just hope that you somehow make it clear. I just hope that this conversation somehow comes up when you are dating somebody or when you're about to get married, and you make it clear to them that, look, if this is going to happen, I'm going to choose this, I'm going to choose that, so they can also decide whether or not it's okay by them, and they can also decide whether or not they want to be with you. Transparency would save you a lot of things. So my question tonight, who comes first? Arrange the following people according to your order of importance. According to what? Your order of importance, not mine, not your mother's, not your father's, not your neighbor's. According to your order of importance. Okay? So let's go. Men, who comes first in your life? Mother, daughter, wife. Now, when you call in, I want you to arrange these people, give them their place. First, second, third. Who comes first? Who comes second? Who comes third in your life? So arrange in that order of importance according to you. Women, who comes first in your life? Son, husband, father. I want you to arrange in that order of importance. The first person, the second person, the third person. Let me know. Phone lines are open, beautiful people. Hit me up and let's do this. 0817 0000 951 0817 0000 951 0810 9510 951 0810 9510 951. Okay, beautiful people, I did for you. Let's begin with the calls. So call in, make your arrangements, and then make your music requests. All right. Hello, good morning. Oh, sorry, morning never reach. Good evening, dear.
Good evening, my princess. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm feeling like ice and bright and nice, like the beautiful shining stars in the sky that comes out, that shines so bright like the moonlight.
Wahala. All right, so make your choice. Let me know.
Okay, let's begin. Let's dive in. According to my favorite AI guest today, Max. All right, for me, well, first of all, I would say I really wish Mr. Solomon Buchi can be fair on it, even though I agree with it.
Can be fair about what?
Can be fair about their judgment, because the last word he used before you got the video, does not really count it. You understand?
Okay, he said what he said. You make your choice. What is your choice? Let me know.
All right. For me, according to the order of
importance,
the Bible.
First, second, third.
First, my angel Gabriela comes first.
Who is angel Gabriela?
My angel Gabriela, which is my I'm not there yet, but which is my beautiful wife.
Okay. Second.
Yes. Then second, my son or my daughter. Then others follow.
Okay. Make a music request.
All right. I want to play me Angel Gabriela by Faith alone.
By who?
Fave. Yes, Angel Gabriela.
Fave, as in the Nigerian Fave?
Yes, the Nigerian Fave.
Did you say face or Fave? Fave that sang beautifully.
Fave from the member of the Plantation Boys.
Oh, okay. Face. Angel Gabriela.
Yes. Angel Gabriela.
Wahala. When they listen to songs, so. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. All right. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening to you. Name, location, please.
Calling from Port Harcourt.
What's your name?
My name is Samuel Samuel.
Welcome, Samuel. Make your choice. In that order of importance, who comes first to you between your wife, your daughter, your mother?
Okay, for me, the first is my wife.
Okay, second?
Second to my daughter.
Third would be your mother. Okay.
I think that's my opinion.
All right. What song would you want me to play for you?
Nothing.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Thank you, Samuel. Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening to you, Chisom. Welcome.
Hi.
I'm very well, thank you. All right. Talk to me.
To me, my wife is even okay. So essentially, she's giving me better uncle.
It's even what?
I don't need anybody again.
Okay. So in that order of importance, now arrange them. Arrange the women in your life.
I said, even if she might not do that too, so only my wife is even okay.
How do you minus your data? You have children. Don't you plan to have children?
I plan to have
Okay, so arrange it. Let's hear.
Okay.
And you have a mother, don't you?
Why not?
So don't you love your mother?
I love my mother.
Okay, so arrange it. So for you, it's sex that will make you choose your wife. Okay, so after your wife, who comes next?
My daughter.
And then your mother.
Yeah.
All right. What song do you want me to play for you?
Play me Beautiful Year by P-Square.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Thank you. Hello. Good evening.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening to you. Name, location, please.
Emmanuel calling from Port Harcourt.
You're welcome. Please make your choice.
Okay, but this thing sometimes culture and society influence our decision when it comes to this.
Influences what? Your decision?
Yes.
Okay.
As it concerns arranging the question you just asked now.
Okay.
And also sometimes the family we grew up in also influences our decisions as we grow, be it male or female.
Okay.
So it's important. But for me, before marriage, my mother comes first, myself, then my woman or my girl. But after marriage, my woman comes first. Then I come second, myself, before my children. After marriage, my mother is not even in the top three. It's my wife, myself, my children. Yes.
Okay.
My wife, myself, and my children.
Okay.
I can't leave my children to settle my mother. No, I'll settle my children first before my mother. So after marriage, my mother is not in the top three.
Okay.
Not because I don't know her, but that is what it should be or what I feel it should be.
All right. Make a music request.
Mommy Water by Two-Face and Monumental.
All right, that's fine. All right, thank you. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, hello. Good evening, Mama.
Good evening to you. Welcome, Tony.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Talk to me.
Amaka, indeed a tricky question. Tricky and tasking, very tasking. It's just like this question was asked. If, the both you are in tough side, you have your mother, you have your daughter, you have your everyone there. Where will you go for your wife? Everything. How do you answer that question?
Well, you have to answer, so answer.
You know what?
I said, well, you have to answer, so answer.
Some questions are not better asked. They are better kept in the cooler.
But this one is simple, so answer it.
I did your answer it.
You need to.
Okay. Right? I saw some sense. The real sense in what they said anyway. I would like to take it in that alphabetical order.
So what's the alphabetical order?
Yes, the wife first. Yes, after the wife, the children. Then the mother or my mother come in.
All right. What song do you want me to play for you?
Yeah, I think I'll give me Face. Hey.
Okay. Phase. Which one by Phase?
Yeah, you need somebody.
All right.
Somebody will go.
All right, that's fine. All right, thank you. All right, so keep your calls coming in, beautiful people. I did for you. Meanwhile, you can send in messages 0701 9339 962 0701 9339 962. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, please. I'm very fine. Welcome, Jude. All right, make your choice.
I mean, my number one will be my heart.
Your who?
My heart is just my wife.
Okay, your wife, and then?
Yeah, my children before my mom.
Okay, so your wife, your daughter, your mom.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. What song do you want me to play for you?
And play for me Faded by Alan Walker.
Faceless.
Faded, not...
Faded, okay, Faded. Yeah, Alan Walker. All right, thank you. All right, Faded, Alan Walker. Okay, so while some of you are saying, people like Tony are saying that it's a tricky question, but I don't know, it's simple, and that's why this is restricted to people who are actually married. It's for marriage and not even at the point of relationship, because at relationship point you've not made any vows, no such commitment, So at that point you owe them something, but you don't owe them so much. But when you get married, it's a different ballgame. Hello, good evening. Good evening to you, Chief Solomon.
Good evening.
Welcome. Tell me what you want.
For me, I choose my wife.
Okay.
My children.
And then your mother. Okay. All right. What song do you want me to play for you?
Nobody wanna be your leader.
All right. Don't Matter by Akon. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Chief Solomon. Okay, beautiful people, keep your calls coming in. I'm here. I will be taking your calls, messages via text and via WhatsApp 0701 9339 962. Hello, good evening. Yes, hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening to you. I can hear you. Go ahead, please. Oh. So sorry. Try calling again. Okay, let's hope we'll have better reception. All right. So let me know what your peak is going to be. Yeah, Solomon, but she said what she said, right? But if you're going to, I think let's look at it from the aspect of, or from the angle of, so you are married, right? And you said your vows. For those who are, he did specify, for those who are Christians, what does your Bible say about marriage? It says a man will leave his mother and his father and will cleave to his wife. So first off, you have left your parents behind. You have left your mother and you have left your father. And you're supposed to cleave to your wife, not your child, not your so not your son, not your daughter. And it just goes to show that, okay, so some decisions are actually pretty easy to make. They can be tricky, and you might be thinking, no, my parents suffered for me, they did this for me, they did that for me. But the truth is, if you want to be fair, if you want to be honest, the truth is your parents were meant to do the things that they did for you. Yes, you are not entitled. Well, you are entitled to it actually, because they gave birth to you. They decided they wanted to have children. And God places that responsibility on people who decide to have children. So the moment you beg God or you ask God for children, He has told you that there are responsibilities that come with having children. So you are supposed to take care of these. Children are God-given responsibilities. The other things that we that we have to do in our lives, we actually acquire them as responsibilities. Okay, so you feel like, okay, you are working and you want to take care of your family members. Maybe you want to buy shoes for them, you want to build a house for them. You have acquired those responsibilities. But you see, when the moment you decide to have children, that is a different ball game altogether, because children are God-given responsibilities. Okay, so you have this, you've begged God for them and then He gave them to you. So it means you have the responsibility of taking care of them. Children are entitled to care, are entitled to being protected. In fact, everything basically that is attached to taking care of a child. So the things that your parents did for you, they did not do you a favor. They did what they were supposed to do. Now, the only thing is, if they raised you well, they did their best for you. Maybe they struggled through, not having so much, but they put out, they put so much effort into making sure that they groomed you, raised you right. The ones that had to drink gari because they wanted you to eat rice, Some parents literally went hungry for their children to feed. Some parents had to sell the clothes on their back to send their children to school. You understand that parents make these sacrifices. And so you want to be appreciative, right? As a good child, my parents did this for me, my parents did that for me. It's okay for you to appreciate the efforts that they made to handle their God-given responsibilities. That's something that you should have in mind. They have made efforts to handle the responsibilities that they decided to take upon themselves, that God gave to them when they decided to have children, when they decided to have you. So what you owe them now is, they did this for you, they did that for you. You want to appreciate them. As you grow and then you begin to have, money, you begin to have the things that you have, you want to now take care of them because, you are grateful that they did not throw you away. Some parents are actually irresponsible. Some parents will have children, they will birth children and they will not take care of them. So if your parents took care of you, you want to be appreciative, you want to be grateful, that they did what they could do for you. Some people actually have, great parents who are able to do so much for them, even out of the little that they had. So from the little that they had, they were able to do this, they were able to do that, to make sure that they fulfill their God-given responsibilities. So you are grateful to your parents, right? Now, you see how you have to leave your parents to go and live with somebody else when you decide to get married. That's the same way your children will have to leave you to go and live with somebody else when they get married, though. That's how it works. Like, the cycle continues. Your children will also have to leave you. So no matter what you do for them, if you like, scrape your hair and sell it, they'll put food in their mouth. No matter what you do for your children, except they decide that they want to stay with you forever, they don't want to get married, they just want to be with you by your side till any of you dies. Okay. But as long as your children have plans of making their own families, having their own families, they will leave you, my darling. They will leave you. So just have it in mind that the cycle continues. When you leave your parents to cleave to somebody else, be it your husband, be it your wife, your children, when you have them, when they grow, when they get to that age, they will also leave you and cleave to somebody else. At that point, you will no longer become their primary responsibility. It is the cycle, it's the natural order of things. That's how it happens. That's how it goes. When you decide to get married, it means that you want to share your life with somebody. That person becomes, because the Bible says you have to cleave to that person. That person becomes your primary responsibility. I didn't say that. So the very first time I came across the initial video that was played, I had this conversation with some people and they gave me disappointing responses. I'm not even going to lie, because I feel like in this day and time, people should know better. And looking at the fact that we've had an influx of, divorce cases, it just feels like people are just making a mess of the marital institution. People are making a mess of this institution, that was very so ordained by God. Something that God used his hand to put together. Mere mortals. Mere flesh and blood, mere dust, sand, they are using to play. Chai. Sometimes when I read certain stories, of what people do in marriages, how they walk in and out, like they're going to the next street, they're going to the bathroom, especially celebrities. It is so annoying. I'm like, you're just flesh and blood. Like, you are dust. You are literal sand. You are sand, literal sand. And you're making a mess of an institution that was created, that was formed by a supreme being. It just choke. It's so disappointing. But like I always say here, let's hope that genuine people find genuine people, right? Genuine people should find genuine people, and let's change the status quo. Let's do things differently. If a number of people can be intentional about, what they want to bring to the table when they get married, maybe, just maybe, it will help. It will help purge this whole ridiculousness that we experience, that we get to see in a lot of marriages today. So my late cousin, getting married was not an easy decision for her to make, right? She died shortly after she got married. But getting married was not an easy decision for her to make. I remember at the time she told me, so this was when we were already preparing for her wedding. And then she told me also, she does want to get married, but she's scared because, okay, no, we're not preparing for her wedding then, but her husband was in the picture, and dude was already pressing for marriage, and auntie was stalling. So when I asked her why she was stalling, she told me she was scared. The marriages she was seeing around her were not giving, and she wanted to hold on to the fact that, oh, if her parents did it, she could do it. But then her parents lived in a different time, right? Her parents were married in the 1980s, and so this is her in 2000, and at the time this was about 2013, 2012. It wasn't even as bad as it is now, but it was bad then. You know, it has started going bad. And then she was like, so this time it's different. People are now doing, you know, nonsense in the name of marriage. And she was like, oh, so it scares her because she doesn't even know. She's like, I want to get it right. I want to marry once and for all. I want to get it right. But then, you know, so she's looking at what's happening, small thing, divorce here and there. And the thing is, these things, whether we like it or not, our actions and inactions, we get to form the basis for the stories that people will tell. That's it. It will form the basis for the stories people will tell. And then before you know it, we're having, you know, this whole, oh, this institution is messed up. Oh, don't do this, don't do that. It's a whole lot. You choke. And it can be really, really difficult. It can be difficult. So how about we take steps? You know, how about we take steps to rewrite the narrative? Let's change it. I mean, change it. If you're going to be married, make sure to do it right. Okay. I see your messages. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Are they here? Are they for you? I'm going to be reading your messages. 0701 9339 962. All right. It's 12 a.m. already, so I better get started with the songs. I'm still going to take calls. I'm going to take calls in between. Okay, so just in case you haven't called me and you want to call me and make your choice. And though I feel like some of you will be seriously thinking about it, you know, you seriously thinking about it. Like I said, though, your decisions are valid. Some of you do not have any intention of getting married, you know, being married and stuff. So you can always just pick your mother. Some of you do not intend to have children. So maybe you pick your wife, pick your mother, and that's it. Yeah, I think, somebody told me he would actually pick his wife and his mother before his child. Yeah, and he did bring up he brought up the whole narrative that children will leave. Yeah, so he brought up the narrative that children will leave. So he said, so yes, his child is his flesh and blood. He said, but so is his mother. But then the Bible says, oh, cleave to your wife. You know, a man will leave his father and his mother cleave. So he's going to cleave. And so it is on that premise of cleaving, knowing that he's now all flesh with somebody else, that will make him pick his wife. So he said, you pick his wife, and then he'll go ahead to pick his mother, who has done so much for him, according to him, and then before the daughter will come in last. That was his choice. And so we laughed about it, but then, you know, so he made his decision based on his reality. And I don't know what your reality is. So I understand the thing where some children feel indebted to their parents. They feel that because their parents did this and that for them, they will forever want to have them in their lives. They feel that they have to use the rest of their lives to show gratitude. So that's like eternal gratitude situation going on there. Yeah, so I understand that some people have that going on. It's a real thing. And I'm not even going to talk you out of it. It's your reality. Now, if it works for you, if it favors you, if it's something that you feel you can handle, you can go ahead, dwell right in it. But if you know that, you can actually find a balance, right? If you know you can find a balance, okay, no wahala. Just go ahead and find your balance. All right, so I guess I'll tell you the songs now, and the songs might come in no particular order. Okay, just enjoy it and wait for your song to come. Okay, take a chill pill. I did for you. So let's get started with Phases Angel Gabriella. Okay, let's have that one.
How many of y'all love your woman? Well, I love my woman. And you know what I call her? My angel. Angel Gabriella. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Out of the blue, you came and changed my life, my life. Make I talk true, I wanna make you my wife. You fill me with so much happiness. Can't wait to be in black and you in your white wedding dress. In my heart, girl, I keep you. Maybe my soul gets only one space now for you. Oh, kitty kitcho. Times two. Each and every day, each and every night, I thank the Lord for this feeling. Angel, angel, you're my mind, you're my angel, you're my angel. With your smile, you're my angel. Baby, you kill me with your smile. You are so fine, you're my angel. Confess the Lord's been good to me. Ooh yeah, set me Gabriella from heaven above. She wears a smile so bright that wakes up a worried mind. No I, oh my princess, nothing compares to you. You're a part I can't let go. From now till I die, oh my love, no more change for you. If I put you away, times two. Each and every day and each and every night, I thank the Lord for this feeling. Sending you my way, oh my angel Gabriella, precious than gold, bling bling platinum and silver. I have discovered, don't need another. A woman so fine when they blow my mind. One of a kind, a man I die. Oh Lord, look for me. I'm so proud of you. You're my angel. Girl, you blow my mind. You're my your smile, you're my angel. You are so fine, you're my angel. So fine, so fine, so fine, angel Gabriella. You're my angel Gabriella. Ooh, she's so fine, so fine, nothing compares to you. So fine, your smile, they blow my mind. Angel Gabriella, so fine, so fine, so fine. Oh, Angel Gabriella, so fine, so fine, so. feeling so sad because I was all alone. Was so bad. And there she goes. She touched my heart and said, I bet I know to go. Hey, was so glad. The way she keeps me smiling, it brings me joy. She proves this loving is real. Within my heart there's nobody else. Baby, give me your hand. Let me take you away. Mommy, baby. See the girl I want marry. No time, no delay. After all the things I've been through, I present my love to you. The girl I want marry. The girl I want marry. See the girl I want carry. Now the girl I want marry. Oh, Ronaldo, no mume. Oh, man, what a beautiful onyinye. Nenye makagi, so you and I can fly away. Straight to the sky, just you and I. Girl, I know the lie. Can't you see? You were sent for my bump, but you know you're my heart and my sweetness. Is this love? Is this love? I don't know, but I know what I'm feeling. You're my princess. The way she keeps me smiling, it brings me joy. She proves this loving is real. Within my heart there's nobody else. Make you give me your hand. Let me take you away. Mommy, baby. See the girl I want marry. No time, no delay. After all the things I've been through, I present my love to you. The girl I want marry. The girl I want marry. See the girl I want carry. Now the girl I want marry. Mama, let me see you. Mama, let me see you. Daddy, let me see you. Mama, let me see you. Let me see you. Hey. Can't you see? You were sent from above, and you know you're my heart and my sweetness. Is this love? Is this love? I don't know, but I know what I'm feeling. Baba God, now my witness. You're my princess. Hey, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Mama, she's my beautiful onyinye. Yeah, oh yeah, let me see. Mama, let me see you. Daddy, let me see you. Sister, brother, let me see you. Let me see you. Hey, Mama, respect your woman's rights. Make you not forget, say that you are God in your life. So when you get vexed, say come get it. Say, a woman needs affection, protection, attention. You need somebody will go hold you tight. All through the night, I said you need somebody will go treat you right. Respect a woman like you said you need need somebody. Somebody will go dry your eyes. Whenever you cry, I say you need somebody. Hey, don't you need someone like me? Don't you need someone like me? Girl, you deserve the right things, 'cause you're a queen. A role you're throwing a crown on you. You need the right king, someone to brighten your lonely days. You can count on me. And when you're crying, I'm crying too. 'Cause what you feel, I feel it too. And when you're smiling, I smile back at you. I build my world around you. Girl, you need somebody. Somebody will go hold you tight all through the night. You need somebody. Somebody will go treat you right. Respect a woman like you said you need somebody. Somebody will go dry your eyes. Whenever you cry, I said you need somebody. Hey, yo, you need someone like me. Yo, you need someone like. Maybe no more crying, no more weeping. Dry your eyes, I'm by your side. I'll be your sunshine, shining down on you. I'll comfort you. I'll be your hero, your pillow. Lie on me, I'll rescue you. I'll be your rainbow, your shadow. I'll follow you, I'll follow you. Need somebody. Hold you tight. You need somebody. Somebody will go treat you right. Respect a woman like you said you need somebody. Somebody will go dry your eyes. Whenever you cry, I said you need somebody. Hey, you need someone like. You need someone like. Someone like. You don't need a man when they make you cry. When they beat you every day and night. But you need a man who will treat you right. If you are dead, you ready to fight. A good man that's cool and humble. He won't ever lay a finger on you. Say that one man will go respect you. When you did crying, go pamper you, I say. We go hold you tight through the night. Somebody go treat you right, respect you very well. Need somebody. Somebody may go dry your eyes whenever you cry. Nobody thought we'd last forever. I feel I'm hoping and praying things between us don't get better. Men steady coming after you, women steady coming after me. Seems like everybody wanna go for self and don't wanna respect boundaries. Telling you all those lies just to get on your side. But I must admit there was a couple secrets I held inside. But just know that I try to always apologize. And I'ma have you first always in my heart to keep you satisfied. But nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. 'Cause I got you. Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. 'Cause we gon' fight. Oh yes, we gon' fight. Believe we gon' fight. Fight for our right to love, yeah. Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. 'Cause I got every right to wanna leave. You got every right to wanna go. You got every right to hit the road and never talk to me no more. You don't even have to call, even check for me at all. Because the way I've been acting lately has been off the wall. Especially towards you, putting girls before you. And they watching everything I've been doing just to hurt you. Most of it just ain't true, and they won't show you how much of a queen you are to me and why I love you, baby. Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. 'Cause I got you. Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. 'Cause we gon' fight. Oh yes, we gon' fight. Believe we gon' fight. Fight for our right to love, yeah. Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. 'Cause I got you, baby. 'Cause I got you, baby. 'Cause I got you, baby.
Okay, beautiful people. Amazing songs so far. So the song Mami Water, right? By Two-Face and Olu Maintain. I can't find it all. I've been searching for my true love. I'm so sorry. Maybe you call in again and request another song, but I can't find Two-Face and Mami Water. I have searched the length and breadth of the world searching for the song. I have been to the length and breadth of the world. I can't find it. You know, it's just a lot going on. So the person who requested the song Mami Water by Two-Face and Olu Maintain, please call again and request another song. Mbok, thank. Mbok, Karasit. I cannot find it. I'm so sorry. All right, so meanwhile, we're back. So I'm in the business of taking calls and responding to your messages as well. So 0701-9339-962 for regular text messages and WhatsApp messages as well. And then 0810-9510-951. 0817-0000-951. Call in, answer the question, make a music request. Those of you texting, don't forget to include your music request to your message. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you, Daniel. Welcome.
Yeah, God bless you. Good morning.
Amen.
I'm just to come up now. What's the session tonight?
Okay, in that order of importance, okay? Choose, rearrange the following according to your order of importance. Mother, wife, daughter. Who comes first? Who comes second? Who comes third to you?
When it comes to in my life?
Yes, in your life. That is when you are married, right? So from your wife, your mother, your daughter, who are you taking who are you putting first? Who are you putting second? Who are you putting third?
My daughter first.
Your daughter first.
My daughter first.
Who second?
My mother second.
Your mother second, and then your wife third.
Yeah.
Okay. What song would you like me to play for you?
Give me Winning by Mr. P.
Okay.
Okay, you know the music now, right?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, God bless you.
Amen, sir. All right, so thank you. All right, so keep it coming. All right, so I'm just going to look at the messages in so far. This message here says, my daughter first, my mother second, then my wife third. Bob from Iwofe. All right. Thank you for texting, Bob. Okay, let's move on. This one says, for me, I will choose my husband, then my son, and lastly, my father. Says, please play my sunshine for me by Martin's Hero. I'm begging you, Precious from Chuba. You don't have to beg me, I will play it now. Okay, Sunshine by Martin's Hero. So people are falling in love with Martin's Hero. Is it because I'm mean? Because I know I play that song for you guys a lot. Like, I want to use Martin's Hero songs to choke you people, but then that's how I am with good songs. Once the song is amazing, trust me, you hear it a lot. Okay, so Precious from Choba says she will choose her husband first, then her son second, and then lastly her father. All right, thank you for texting, Precious from Choba. This one, this message here long ago. Let me take a short one first. This one says, good morning, Ami. For me, I will choose my husband first, okay? I will choose my hobby first, my kids second, then my mom. Please play Oh My Baby by Chidima. I'm Lillian from Obogoro. All right, thank you for texting, Lillian. Hello, good evening.
Good day, my
Actually, it's morning.
How
Sorry.
are you?
Good morning. I'm very well, thank you.
Ami.
Fa?
You are giving us very high gap now. Ami.
What's the gap?
Yeah, when you say sir, it's so official now.
Okay, so what should I say? Oh yeah, say it again. Say it again. Sorry?
What it is when our papa marry our mama, they when tell her, when you say Ami, go say sir. Where's my food? They call me down, server.
Wahala. I told you to say it again. I think I have a better response now. Say it again. Wahala. Oh. Is it network that has gone? Okay, try calling again. Hey, Bele. Try calling again because I couldn't hear you anymore. So try calling again so I can get that sorted. All right, so I'm still looking at messages here. I will quickly run to Facebook and take some of the messages from Facebook, right? Okay, let's do this call first. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name, your location?
My name is Favor.
Favor. Calling from where? All right, talk to me, Favor. Make your pick.
My wife said.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter.
Second.
Yeah.
And then your mom third.
Yeah.
All right. What song do you want me to play for you?
I don't know. Any song,
All right. All right, that's fine. That's okay. Thank you, Favor. Hello, good morning.
Ami.
Odogu, please. That's my... Odogu, please.
Oh, I'm blushing. In fact, pepper them. I'm in love.
Wahala. Odogu, please. But you know how Odogu's behave, Abi. It's not to answer Odogu in the mouth.
Don't make things rise in me this morning, no, please.
What kind of wahala be? Wait till one rise in you. Please let the right things rise.
I like the compatriots now.
Wahala. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm Charles.
You're welcome, Charles.
Yes. In order of preference, my wife goes first.
Okay.
Because my mom is old and very soon she will depart. So the wife takes the place of the mother.
Okay.
In future. So the wife comes first. Then the daughter comes second.
Okay.
Because peradventure there's any problem, the wife can always procreate.
Okay.
You can but you cannot, in case there's anything, you cannot have anything to do with your daughter.
Yeah, okay.
Without incest. Then the mother comes at the last, that's in the peck of order. Wife, daughter, and mother. If I'm in a boat and the boat is sinking, I'll first save my wife first. Then I'll come back to save my daughter. If there's free time, I'll save my mother. That doesn't mean I don't love them equally. I love all of them equally. And I even love my crush. If my crush is in that boat, I'll save my crush first.
Okay, Wahala. All right, what song do you want me to play for you?
Because I'm in love and you've made things right in me, just play Sweetest Taboo. You're my sweetest taboo.
Hey, by who again, Biko?
Sade Adu, your Nigerian sister now.
Okay, well, that's fine.
You give me the sweetest taboo.
Okay.
Good for me. You know that song?
Maybe I do.
It's quite strong, and Amaka is making it rise in me.
Wahala.
Bye.
All right, bye. All right, so keep it coming. The next song, My Radar, will be Faded by Alan Walker. Meanwhile, I said the person who requested for Mami Water, please change the song. I cannot find it. I have done my best. I'm so sorry. Okay, but please call in again and change the song. Book. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Amaka.
Good morning to you. Your name, your location.
Wisdom from Port Harcourt.
You're welcome, Wisdom. Talk to me.
In the order of things, I will choose my wife first.
Okay.
My daughter and my mother.
Okay, so your daughter second, your mother third.
Yes.
Okay. What song do you want me to play for you?
Romeo and Juliet by Lucky Dube.
Romeo and Juliet. You know, when you said Romeo and Juliet at first, I thought you were going to request for the one by Johnny Drill. I was already happy. Now you are carrying me to the reggae world. It's okay. All right.
So, all right. You don't have that one?
I should. It should be somewhere in the reggae folder. Okay.
Okay.
All right then. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so let's quickly do Faded. I was looking to do one more call and then get right back into the songs so I can come through the songs you have requested for. Faded by Alan Walker, and then the other songs so far will follow. Okay, so if you haven't heard your song yet, just hold on, your song will come. All right, let's do one more call and then I get back to the songs. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Good morning.
Yes, please, good morning to you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Anthony from Portugal.
You're welcome, Anthony. Talk to me.
My mother said because you born.
Okay. Who is second?
My wife.
Okay. And then your... Sorry?
Because I need her most.
Oh, because you need her most.
Yes.
Okay. So, but you don't. But your mother comes before your wife, and yet it's your wife that you need most. They confuse me. Okay. Your mother, because she gave birth to you. Okay. So because now she born you, so she go day first. Okay. But your wife now you need her most, so she go come day second. So your daughter now, because you don't need her most, she could, and not be she born you, so she go day third. No, let's know now. So your daughter is obviously coming in third place, Abby. Third place, Abby, for your daughter. Sorry?
My son.
Okay. No, you don't answer me now. I say your daughter is coming in third place, Abby. Third place for your daughter. Okay. All right. So what song do you want?
Anything that you like.
Okay, no problems. All right. Thank. All right, let's get right back to the songs. So let's do Faded by Alan Walker, and then the other songs will follow. All right.
shadow to my light. Did you feel us? Another star, you fade away. Afraid our aim is out of sight. Wanna see us alive. Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now? Was it all in my fantasy? Where are you now? Were you only imaginary? Where are you now? I vanished under the sea, under the sea. Where are you now? Another dream. The monsters running wild inside of me. I'm faded. I'm faded. So lost. I'm faded. I'm faded. So lost. I'm faded. These shallow waters never met what I needed. I'm letting go a deeper dive. Eternal silence of the sea. I'm breathing alive. Where are you now? Where are you now? Under the bright but faded lights, you set my heart on fire. Where are you now? Where are you Where are you now? I vanished under the sea, under the sea. Where are you now? Another dream. The monsters running wild inside of me. I'm faded. I'm faded. So lost. I'm faded. I'm faded. So lost. I'm faded.
I see you winning, I'm winning. We all are winning. You're winning, I'm winning. We all are winning. I'd rather congratulate you than to hate you. I see you winning, I'm winning. We all are winning for life. Winning for life. Tell me why you dey hate on your brother? Why you dey stubborn for corner? And why you want push and for gutter? Why you dey hate one another? Cause nowadays, every man for himself when the trouble come they run away. When wahala day, you supposed to stick with your brother and stick with your sister. So when I dey win, you dey win, oh. I can be the leader, you be hero. We all dey find medicine, we go cure poverty for real. I see you winning, I'm winning. We all are winning. You're winning, I'm winning. We all are winning. I'd rather congratulate you than to hate you. I see you winning, I'm winning, winning. We all are winning for life. Winning for life. I see you winning. You don't waste your time if you think say you fit for me. Yeah. No matter how you try, Baba God still there for me. You dey follow twe, they hear woto. But bad news no the win loto. That good news be the sign for my motto. Now you know my logo. You dey follow twe, they hear woto. But bad news no the win loto. That good news be the sign for my motto. Make you come take a photo. Yeah. So when I dey win, you dey win, oh. I can be the leader, you be hero. We all dey find medicine, we go cure poverty for real. I see you winning, I'm winning. We all are winning. You're winning, I'm winning. We all are winning. I'd rather congratulate you than to hate you. I see you winning, I'm winning. We all are winning for life. Winning for life. I see you winning. I see you winning, I'm winning. We all are winning. You're winning, I'm winning. We all are winning. I'd rather congratulate you than to hate you. I see you winning, I'm winning. We all are winning for life.
All right, beautiful people, let us win right about now by running to Facebook to read the messages from Facebook. That's what I want to do right about now. Okay, so Nwale Befi says mother, wife, daughter. Destiny ODK says mother with boundaries in brackets, and then wife and daughter. So mother first with boundaries, and then second wife, third daughter. Nwale Befi says mother 1, wife 2, daughter 3. Corlesia Monday says mom for the moment. Etienne Oibor Matthew says my wife first, my child, and my mother. Okay, there we have it. Arinzi Ikweme says a good mom, a good wife, and daughter. Wahala. Okay. Oh.
My baby is Katy Oh baby, oh baby, Munagi baby, oh baby, I'm loving the way I know go away, nothing where I know fit through for you. I'm loving your way.
Okay, let's do this one from Don Osalo Novico. He says, hi, Amaka, there's something I've uncovered bonds faults than any other, more so in marriage. I believe it's having a common goal, and none better than ensuring the well-being of the offspring the union brings. That also being the surest future for such couple. Perhaps our me first selfish generation is what has led to the high divorce rates. I conclude thoughts. Number 1, child. Number 2, spouse. Number 3, parent. Okay, so for you, you're picking your daughter first, and then your wife number 2, and then your mother number 3. All right, thank you for texting.
Baby, my darling, baby, yes, I'm and now you know the time is right for me and you to pay the price. Mama, Papa, go bear witness. I'm talking to you, oh my princess. Our honeymoon no go do you go. That's how you build the body go. Mommy and you go carry go, yeah, yeah.
Oh baby, you and I. Oh baby, you and I. Munagi baby, oh baby. I'm so in love, in love, in love. I'm so in love, in love, in love.
some messages in between. This one says, good morning, Amaka. For me, it's my wife, daughter, and then mother. I saw your pretty face yesterday. Okay, when you were coming to work. Wish I can just marry you, Amaka. Now, wow, you won't marry me. Okay, it says, play me If Love is a Crime by Tubaba. She bikes from Today.9.1 Estate. Okay, no wonder you saw me. All right. This message says, first, I'm going to pick my wife, daughter, and mother. Play me Bad Habits by Sia or No One Like You by P Square. Noble texting. All right. Some messages in between. Lovely greetings, Amaka. My order of priority in family would be wife, mother, then daughter. Although this order isn't fixed, as it may change depending on the current situation. For example, if my daughter needs immediate care, she might temporarily become the top priority because doing so would help maintain healthy relationships amongst each member. Please play me Westlife's My Love. It's been a pleasure engaging with you. To have a splendid weekend. Dear, I'm Michael from Iwafe. Thank you for texting, Michael. Have a splendid weekend.
I'm not the kind of guy that'll bring you flowers every day. I'm not the kind of guy that'll tell you I love you in many fancy ways.
What is Lucky Dube say there? I'm not the kind of guy that will bring flowers. What? Bring me flowers. So if you not bring flowers, why go day? This one says, good morning to you. I'm Victory by name, chatting from PH. I chose my mom first because she means everything to me, then my daughter second. Wahala. Please play me Future Hope by Ade Joes, okay? Okay, let me take one more message. This one says, Kai Amaka, you're my love doctor. Okay, if you say so. Welcome on board. Missed your thunderous and angelic voice. So, my voice has thunder in it. I didn't know. Very mystical, philosophical, and head-cracking question there. My wife comes. Okay, my wife first. Okay. My mother before my daughter. Okay, then, okay, this message is confusing me. Okay. If my wife gives my daughter goes and my wife gives another, but my wife goes and my mother can't give me another. Blessings of the Father, sweetie. Okay. Wish to meet you someday to discuss another meaning of your black color via your intro, Sha. Did I say black color? I don't know. Okay, thank you. Please name me Enya. It's in the rain. Jackson's History, Stranger in Moscow, and Earth song. CJ from Alu. I can only play you one song, so I'm just going to do it in the rain. And yeah, all right.
I'm not the kind of guy that will bring you flowers every day. I'm not the kind of guy that will tell you I love you in many fancy ways. But my girl, I gotta tell you this. I love you. I want you. I love you.
Okay, my darlings, our time is fast spent. So the songs I'm left with: Sunshine by Martin's Hero, If Love Is a Crime, Two-Face, No One Like You, Peace Square, Westlife, My Love, Future Hope, Adejo, I think Enya, It's in the Rain. So all your songs will come, okay? Just take a chill pill and listen. Your songs will come. Now, this is where I draw the curtain and say, guys, have an amazing weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Rest as much as possible. Okay, thank God it's Friday, so make sure to do the fun things you like to do on Fridays or on the weekends. Okay, I'm Amaka. Remember to follow me on everything social media. On Facebook, it's Amaka Felix. On Instagram, the Amaka Felix. And on X, it is Amaka of Port Harcourt. You know, I'm the host of the most, of course. I'm the Amaka of Port Harcourt. All your songs will come. We'll just sit pretty and enjoy. Okay, my darlings. Now, till I come your way again, which is next week, Monday, all right, 11:15 p.m. Same station, yeah, same time, same presenter. Make sure to stay safe, my darlings.
I realize you're the one I've been waiting for. You're my sunshine on a cloudy day. she told them she was waiting for the one that God was sent to fulfill a kind of craving, a special kind of loving, one with lot of understanding. Come rain, come shining. People started to say that she wanted more than a Mr. Right. All that she wanted was a man that sees the light. They say she's a fool for being uptight, when all that she wants is good love, not be fight. Special kind of girl, hard to come by. This kind of girl, Naima, I want to make my wife. You're the one, say no more. Don't bother about what the people say. As I say, every time that I look into your eyes, I see fire in there. Fire. And if you look into my eye, you see desire in there. Desire. And if love is a crime, then I want to be wanted. Said if love is a crime, I'm willing to be haunted. Got a lot of respect for you, cause your God is so rare, so rare. It's kinda hard to imagine, but I know you're out there, you're out there. And if love is a crime, then I want to be wanted. If love is a crime, I'm willing to be haunted. She said to me, do you wanna be the last man standing? She said to me, do you wanna be the one that them complimenting? Oh yeah, girl, I wanna be your beginning and your ending. Oh, I wanna be the only one that you be sending. I can't believe she's still a virgin. Lots of guys have been up to her, but there was no compromising. She be strong, she be keeping herself until the day of her wedding. Under the right ceiling, with the right person, a person deserving of a special kind of loving. Every time that I look into your eyes, I see fire in there. Fire. And if you look into my eyes, you see desire in there. Desire. And if love is a crime, then I want to be wanted. Said if love is a crime, I'm willing to be haunted. Hey, I got a lot of respect for you, cause your God is so rare, so rare. It's kinda hard to imagine, but I know you're out there, you're out there. And if love is a crime, then I want to be wanted. Hey, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, one night, oh yeah, one night, oh yeah, one night, oh yeah, no one. Hello, how you doing? My angel, my one and only, the only one that I'm missing. When they bring me joy and blessings, you know that I love you, and I can't wait to say I do. But before we walk down the aisle, I just wanna let you know that you're the finest. Now you be the finest queen I've seen. You're the brightest. The way you the shine, you the bling like me. You're the highest. When it comes to rating, you're the lead. My princess, my only one lover. And I just wanna let you know that no one be like you. See, I don't go different places, I've seen many faces. No one be like you. So they cannot replace you, cause you are a blessing. No one be like you. You're driving me crazy, cause you are my baby. No one be like you. No one like you, one like you. No one like you, one like you. No one. About a year ago, before I met you, yeah, there was no possibility for me to be rescued. But thank God I found you, yeah. I cannot do without you. Now since I go different places, I've seen many faces that cannot replace you. With you I done gain many blessings. Girl, you want my life, you're the finest. Yeah, now you be the finest thing I've seen. You're the brightest. The way you the shine, you the bling like me. You're the highest. When it comes to rating, you're the lead. My princess, my only one lover. And I guess it's not to let you know that no one be like you. See, I don't go different places, I've seen many faces. No one be like you. They can't replace you, cause you are a blessing. No one be like you. You're driving me crazy, cause you are my baby. No one be like you. No one like you, one like you. No one like you, one like you. That's what we say. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. No one like, oh yeah, one like, oh yeah, no one like, oh yeah, no one, yeah, you're the finest. Can you be the finest I've ever seen? The way you the shine, you the bling like green. An empty street, an empty house, I hold inside my heart. I'm all alone, the rooms are getting smaller. I wonder how, I wonder why, I wonder where they are. The days we had, the songs we sang together, oh yeah. And oh my love, I'm holding on forever, reaching for a love that seems so far. So I say a little prayer and hope my dreams will take me there, where the skies are blue, to see you once again, my love. Overseas from coast to coast, to find the place I love the most, where the fields are green, to see you once again, my love. I try to read, I go to work, I'm laughing with my friends, but I can't stop to keep myself from thinking, oh no. I wonder how, I wonder why, I wonder where they are. The days we had, the songs we sang together, oh yeah. And oh my love, I'm holding on forever, reaching for a love that seems so far. So I say a little prayer and hope my dreams will take me there, where the skies are blue, to see you once again, my love. Overseas from coast to coast, to find the place I love the most, where the fields are green, to see you once again, to hold you in my arms, to promise you my love, to tell you from the heart, you're all I'm thinking of. Reaching for a love that seems so far. So I say a little prayer, hope my dreams will take me there, where the skies are blue, to see you once again, my love. Overseas from coast to coast, to find the place I love the most, where the fields are green, to see you once again, my love.
Every time the rain comes down, close my eyes and listen. I it cries. Listen to the rain. Here it comes again. Hear it in the rain. Feel the touch of tears that fall. They won't fall forever. In the way the day will flow, all things come, all things go. Listen to the rain. Here it comes again. Hear it in the rain. Late at night I drift away. I can hear you calling, and my name is in the rain. Leaves on trees whispering, deep blue seas, mystery. Even when this moment ends, can't let go this feeling. Everything will come again in this hour, falling down of the sky as it cries. Hear my name in the rain.
Are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Radio has never been this good. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people.